So today I'm joined by Majid Gilani. Majid is the head coach at Checkmat Edinburgh, purple belt under Yusuf Nabi, an all-round kind of well-rounded competitor. Competed all over the UK, obviously as far away as Pakistan and things like that as well in competitions. So Majid, welcome. How you doing?
Good afternoon. It's a pleasure to be on your podcast, Stuart.
Brilliant, brilliant. So just going to have a chat with you, Madge, about obviously your kind of journey and so on. So obviously the guys, everybody in Scotland, and obviously down in England and things like that, kind of know who you are. Okay, so we just want to give the guys, let them know obviously a bit about your journey. Obviously any new people as well. Just let them hear about your journey as well, Majid. Okay. So Madge, tell us about your beginnings then. So, what got you into martial arts?
Um, uh, that's a really good question. I think I got into martial arts by mistake.
Mm-hmm.
I was a bit of a troublemaker at school, and just outside of school. So my dad wanted to get me into something positive, so he got me into Taekwondo.
Yeah.
So I've done Taekwondo for a wee bit, and then Ash, who runs the Fighter Five, Ash Mohammed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ash was a family friend. One day I randomly met the man at the local high school in the gym, and he said, try Thai boxing. So that was in 2001. I met him, and then after that, I got into Thai boxing. I fought a few times. I tried to get into MMA in the early 2000s, but there was nothing around here.
Yeah.
I just didn't have enough awareness. There was nothing around here. Like obviously, places like the Grip House and stuff. I think they were established in 2005 or something. So there's barely anything here. I was supposed to fight in an MMA show ran by Duncan James in 2003, but scary because I didn't even have any proper training.
Yeah.
And John Fleming, a friend of mine, was on that show. I remember a very young Paul McWay from all those years ago. I remember Gary Christie as well. I remember who else was there. I remember a few guys on that show. It was in Mary Hill.
Mm-hmm.
The same hall that gets used for STI nowadays.
Yeah. So
I left.
The community centre, is it Mary Hill Community Centre? I think it is. Yeah.
Yes. Sorry, that's it.
Yeah.
So but then I just I ended up playing a Thai boxing C class belt. Then in between I just stopped doing training martial arts because there just wasn't enough there. It was just mainly Thai boxing,
Yeah.
and the other traditional arts along with boxing.
Yeah.
But then I got back into it again when Ash started the Fighters Hive Gym in 2009.
Yeah.
So I got back into it. I started training properly in MMA, which included grappling, from August 2009. So that was it.
Yeah.
And then if you want to talk about the gi, there's a man called Amro who's Ash's friend. Ash sometimes used to go to his gym and he started putting on the gi. So for the first time I put the gi on in Amro's gym in, I believe it was 2010.
Mm-hmm.
I just couldn't understand the gi.
Yeah.
But in terms of the gi game, I started properly training the gi from March 2012 onwards.
Yeah.
At Greasy Bars, so with a proper, I was training the gi properly on a regular basis, where I was being taught techniques and applying them, etc.
Yeah.
Regularly.
Yeah.
From that time onwards.
Yeah.
After that, I've never looked back. Overall, it's been a great journey of discovery, etc., new people and stuff. So
yeah, because you're well known. I mean, you're well known for jiu-jitsu, obviously, and a lot of it's you're more well known for the gi. So obviously you've done a lot of competitions. I mean, me and you together, we've been side by side in competitions. And I'd say it was always the gi that I remember you fighting. And obviously we did no gi as well, but obviously you had the gi competitions and things like that you did. So obviously now I take it as which do you prefer, gi or no gi?
I don't mind. I really don't. I don't. I don't. Maybe I'm wrong, but the big difference I find between the two is one's faster and one's slower.
Yeah.
With the gi game, you know you can slow it down. Obviously, no gi is faster. Obviously, you don't have grips there. There's more emphasis on cupping things or underhooks, etc.
Yeah.
So I like both of them. I don't really mind any in terms of competition and stuff. At blue belt I was very, very active. At purple belt I've just really not been active at all. I've done competitions, but say in terms of doing more comps, after a long time I'd done a competition like the local Scottish comp, and I faced John Devine twice. That was me competing again after a long time, so I need more of that personally.
I mean, you've done a lot. I mean, certainly in the last kind of couple of years. I mean, obviously you got your purple belt from Yusuf Nabi. Then obviously you had the Checkmat Edinburgh thing, which has obviously been building up and building up. It's getting bigger and bigger. I mean, some of the guys you've got coming out of that gym are monsters. I mean, Dave Bain, he just crazy in regards to technique, strength, speed, agility. That guy seems to have it all. Then you've got Jamie Harvey, who is very, very similar to Dave Bain. Jamie Harvey, I mean, again, we've all kind of seen his journey. I mean, he's obviously went from being a heavy guy to obviously dropping quite a bit of weight. I mean, he does triathlons and competitions and again, just strength, technique, ability. So your guys, your guys, I mean, they're two of the guys that are kind of well known, apart from yourself coming out of Checkmat Edinburgh. So, I mean, how did the Checkmat Edinburgh thing come around?
I basically slipped and fell on my head. Basically, that's all I can say. You know, honestly, Yusuf was a very good friend of mine for years and years. Just because of my work in Pakistan and stuff, I knew him from there. When I finished up at GP Glasgow, when I was at the Hive, Ash was looking for somebody to affiliate under. Yusuf was a friend of mine anyway, so that's where that started. Yusuf was working under Marco Cana for a wee while as well. So the Checkmat Edinburgh came about after I finished up at teaching at Forza, where a group of my students followed me out of there. Like I say, basically, Dave Bain is a gigantic part of Checkmat Edinburgh. He does the kids class. He does the adults class. You don't know, like he looks like a big, intimidating, athletic guy. There's more to him. He's a very, very intelligent guy. A very good teacher as well, and a very good student as well. Like he sits down and studies things. He's got a very, very good brain. Like he reminds me, Dave Bain, like the way he thinks and the way he formulates plans and puts things together and stuff, and the way he gets things very quickly. He's a natural grappler, a very good athlete, and a very good brain as well. The way he gets things, he reminds me of Owen Campbell. I don't know if you remember him. Owen Campbell had a fantastic understanding of jiu-jitsu, a very, very hard worker, but his understanding of the game of jiu-jitsu, how to put things, etc., was was wonderful. You know,
Yeah.
like even if you got him to open up a wee bit, like when I knew him, he was only a blue belt,
Yeah.
but he was like it was absolutely incredible
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
see him roll. You know, this is you've got to remember. In Scotland, there weren't many black belts. He didn't have much resources at his disposal. I won't go into it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
within that gym, he didn't have a lot of resources. And the way his brain worked and stuff is incredible. So, yeah, having black belts teaching you, higher belts teaching you is a major luxury.
Yeah. I mean, I know that me and
People
you.
still pull it off.
Yeah, I know me and you. We speak on the phone regularly. And
Yeah.
you've always told me about Dave Bain, but I'd never seen him. I'd never seen him in a competition. I'd never seen him fight.
Yeah.
So I was going by obviously what you were telling me. So, and I think the first time I seen him was SGI. He fought Nathaniel Montgomery. And he caught Nathaniel with I think was it a heel hook or a footlock.
It was a straight ankle.
Straight ankle, yeah, and yeah, he took the ankle home. He took the foot home with him, man, because and that was the first time I seen him, and then I saw him again at the last SGI. He fought
Liam Granger.
Yeah, and at the beginning of the fight, obviously the kind of Liam was getting the best of him, and then obviously Dav turned it around and ended up finishing him as well, and it was like wow. And obviously me and you'd spoke, and obviously because I'd never seen him, I was like, well, I can't really comment on him. I can only go by what you're telling me. Other people that I knew had seen him, and whenever they spoke, they said, yeah, this guy's legit, man. This guy's an animal. And then obviously seeing him firsthand, I was like, and I looked over at you. I remember he fought Nathaniel, and I remember looking over at you, and you looked at me, and you were just giving me the look like, Stuart, I told you. And I was like, yeah, mate, you did. So,
and Nathaniel is an excellent purple belt, really good purple belt, very nice guy as well, very humble guy. And Liam Granger is a very good friend of mine from years and years ago. I've known him for a very long time. Another very, very good purple belt, very good guard player, etc. So Dad's done really well to. By the way, Liam's got a win against Dad as well from years ago, from 2 years ago, I think.
That was
so it was good.
Where was that? Down in Newcastle?
SFC. No. It was SFC. It was SFC that was run by Khaled Haynes.
Right. Okay.
I actually got to read that belt. It was a sub-only belt between him and Liam Granger.
Right.
And yeah, so it was good for Dad to kind of get over that and play for him again. So Liam's very good.
Yeah. And then obviously you've got Jamie Harvey. I mean, as I say, Jamie, I mean, Jamie posts stuff on Facebook and Instagram all the time. So you kind of see, you see Jamie's journey. I mean, as I said, one time he could be posting a jiu-jitsu video, then he's doing a triathlon or marathons. And
he's an all-round good guy. Like, see, the thing with Jamie is, he's completely different to Dav. Dav and Jamie are two completely different people with the way they carry themselves, talk and stuff, etc. Dav's more of an MMA guy. Well, he's from an MMA background, and then he transitioned really, really well to jiu-jitsu, etc. But whereas Jamie, although he was training MMA and stuff, he is a BJJ geek. A proper geek. He just sits down, studies videos. He is a very hard worker, athletic, but he's not on the same level in terms of athleticism as Dave. Dad, sorry, but in terms of his work ethic, his commitment, it's just ridiculous. He trains different places. I think he must be giving jiu-jitsu. There's some days where he gives jiu-jitsu 5 hours of his day. That's how much he trained. It's ridiculous. But that all-round nice guy as well, and mentally very strong. He's mentally very strong.
And what about other guys? I mean, we know about Dave Bain now. We know about Jamie. So obviously anybody else that you've got coming up, because obviously you seem to have. I mean, Dave Bain is definitely got to be talked about when you're talking about one of the kind of top kind of purple belts in Scotland. Dave Bain's definitely got to be mentioned. Jamie as well, being one of the kind of top blue belts in Scotland. So who's coming up? Who's coming up? Who have you got that's coming behind these guys?
Right, I'll be very frank with you. Like, say, without I don't like to sound biased, because I don't like, you know, if somebody's good, regardless of them being associated with me or being outside the gym, I'll just say it. You know, they are really, really good and blah blah blah. I would actually put Daz with, I would put him alongside other really excellent guys like Cameron Nichol and the gentleman from SVG, Kev McAloon. I would actually put him alongside those two, and that's not me being biased. I believe that he's alongside these two gentlemen, and so now, in regards to Jamie, Jamie's up there, and people like Dave Sharp, people like Cogsy.
James
from
Cogs,
the Cliphouse. Another very good competitor. So I would actually put Jamie up with guys like that, really good competitors. Good, great blue belts. In regards to other people coming through, I've got a gentleman by the name of Dave Adam, who is excellent. He's from an MMA background. But we took him on about a year ago, and he's been training with us. And the guy basically, he's had a lot of one-to-one training time with me, Daz, Jamie, and he's shot up so drastically. It's scary. He's only been a blue belt for a few months, like say it's barely 3-4 months. I would put him in any blue belt competition. I would be very, very confident. He's really good. He picks things up very quickly. A very good athlete and a very, very hard worker as well.
So
that's one guy I would say.
What weight is he? What weight does he come in at?
Dave is under 82. He's under 82.
So under 82. So middleweight, yeah.
He's middleweight. Like he's I'll tell you a story about his mental strength. There's a boy from Alex Inlands, big athletic MMA guy, who was just throwing him about. But this was the final of the absolute division. So he was just absolutely killing Dave. So this was in the Newcastle Open. Digging his forearm into his face. He had him bloodied up and everything. And then Dave armbarred him.
Right.
So this was like with about 10 seconds to go, Dave armbarred him. The guy just crushed his spirit. He was trying to crush his spirit. He was just manhandling him, having his way with him, etc. But Dave never gave up. And then when he secured the armbar, it just shows he's got a lot of mental strength. So
he sounds like
I think that's going to carry him through.
So he's got a lot of heart, a lot of resilience. Because obviously, as you know, I mean, we've seen it before. I mean, we've seen competitions where guys are getting roughed up and they give up. I mean, it's a natural reaction sometimes just to give up. So it sounds like obviously he's got a lot of kind of mental toughness. I mean, he needs to, rolling with you savages, you, Dave Bain and Jamie, so he's going to have a lot of kind of tough resilience, so...
I don't know about me being a savage. I'm the jobber in there now, so,
right, okay.
So it's really Dave Bain, Jamie, and Dave Adam, who are like the monsters in there. So I'm just fighting for my life in there. There's another guy called Lucas. I think he's gone momentarily at the UK BGGE event. The postman. He's had some consistency issues recently. But he's another really, really dangerous guy. Very, very good athlete. Picks things up very quickly. Just very, he's very dangerous, very aggressive. That's another guy who, if you did ask me
Mm-hmm.
who are the guys to look out for, he would be another, prospect if he kept at it. Another big prospect. I've got other guys. I've got white belts who are there who look very impressive, etc. But other coaches will say the same thing. So it's. But in the case of who to watch out for, maybe those two boys are my main picks.
Certainly, so we'll definitely keep an eye out for them. As I said, it took me a while to eventually get to see Dave Bain fight. So, but yeah, as I say, once I see Dave Bain, I was very impressed, and so it's good to see. Obviously with your guys coming through, being quite successful. So. Now for you, I mean, you mentioned the Pakistan. So I remember this was what? How long ago was this? This was what, about 4 years ago, 5 years ago? This happened.
5 years ago, yeah. I think a lot of people in Scottish MMA and BJJ know that my brain works in a very random way.
Yeah.
So I don't know. One day I was eating something, or I don't know where the idea came from.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, you know what, that country's got nothing. My friends who run Team Fight Fortress in Islamabad, I was in touch with them. They said, we've got nothing here, no funding, blah blah blah. The sport is like dead here. There's barely any grappling here, and blah 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 in terms of like the Brazilian jiu-jitsu, the submission grappling. I was like, you know what, I'm going to try and do some sort of fundraising, etc. Don't get me wrong, in hindsight, the way I went about it, it wasn't ideal. It could have been done better, but it was done in Scotland. Like, Scotland were very giving, were very helpful. The byproduct of that is, if you check out Pakistan now, there are gyms everywhere.
Yeah.
The BJJ scene is very big there. There are 5 resident purple belts there,
mm-hmm.
and there are like at least 20 blue belts there.
Yeah.
There's a resident brown belt there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a Brazilian black belt that regularly visits there and trains with the guys there.
Yeah.
In terms of events, in terms of gi and no gi events, there are regular gi and no gi events there.
Yeah.
Every 3 months, etc. The one that I run, Pakistan Grappling Challenge, I've run 6 up to now.
Yeah.
Which have been, like the 5th and the 6th ones were receiving TV coverage, and they were very big events. So I've just not had time to go and do a 7th one. But in terms of grappling in Pakistan, it's shot up.
Yeah.
You've got, due to that, I would like to think, due to the grappling scene shooting up, which is a big gap area in Pakistan, it's led to guys going to 1FC, Brave FC. Now you've got guys on 1FC, you've got guys on Brave FC, which is a big deal. It's a really big deal. Yeah. And it wasn't just me, it was me and a guy called Ali Sultan, Ed Dasham, who's the head coach of the PFF. They helped me out. Yusuf Nabi, my head coach, a very good friend of mine as well. Yeah. Fazl Khan, who trains at Hodja Gracie Academy. He's another guy who played a big role. And the other guy is Shah Hussain, Shah No Pain Hussain,
mm-hmm.
Like a veteran MMA guy on the UK scene, who's retired from MMA now. He's another guy.
Yeah.
By the way, he's a brown belt at Icon Jiu-Jitsu as well, that fella.
Right.
So,
okay.
That in itself has been a fantastic journey where I've met a lot of great people.
Mm-hmm.
I've made links with a lot of awesome people. Bashir Ahmed, known as the godfather of Pakistani MMA, he's a very good friend of mine now. He's actually a matchmaker at 1FC now.
Yeah.
I'm in touch with him quite a lot as well.
You've got some videos as well on your Facebook. I mean, I've saw videos. I mean, I think it was maybe the first. No, it wasn't the first. I think it was maybe the second event. So obviously you had some videos on, some of the fights on, and some of the. Yeah. I think there was one fight I remember, and this guy came in and his wrestling was crazy, man. He was taking everybody down. He was single legs, double legs, and I think he ended up going on and winning the whole thing. I mean, from the videos that you were posting up, I mean, it certainly showed that, and it didn't show that. I mean, because obviously you'd mentioned that when you first went over, there was nothing really there, and this was the
not
second
in
year.
terms of BJJ.
So and the level was unbelievable in some of the videos you were seeing. So, but I do remember when you first went over and you'd kind of set it up and things like that. Obviously at that time you were at GB, I think. I'd not long started. I was a white belt at the time, so and then obviously some of the things you've done over there. I mean, you still go over to Pakistan yearly, once a year?
No, I go there a few times a year on a regular basis. I go there and I'm refereeing quite a few events there, and I'm doing a bit of judging work on MMA events. So in terms of organising PGC, Pakistan Grappling Challenge, now it's at the point where you've got national level wrestlers and stuff competing on that, freestyle wrestlers and blah blah blah. So judokas, they've moved over and they're competing in those events as well. So it's the future's very bright in that country. It's don't get me wrong, the country's known for the wrong reasons. I think there's a lot of ignorance regarding that country, but due to the media and stuff. But I know people, German people who live there or who are based there for work purposes. Other Chinese people, English people, etc. But they're safe. Like any place, there are bad and good areas. It's the same there as well.
That's understandable. Now, obviously, you we mentioned competitions as well, Madge. Obviously, I remember me and you when I was a blue belt, me and you travelled a few places and different competitions and all that. So I know that you, during your blue belt, and there was always a saying when we were all at Gracie Baja, it was like, who's competing? And the very first name people would say Majid, and they would say, well, look, we're guaranteed a medal. Majid will always come home with a medal, which was a good thing. So, and you were always, whenever we went to a competition, you were always like the main guy that was out there doing all of these competitions.
Graham McQuiston was up there, and same as Mike Coy, if he never got injured, he was always competing. Jack was always competing. So, we like yourself, along with these other guys, we had a very active competition team, especially for the lower belts and stuff.
But I mean, when you used to go, I remember you used to turn up at competitions on your own. I mean, I've done it as well. I mean, we would travel 4 or 5 hours to go to a competition. We would have 2 or 3 fights, take the gold, silver, bronze, or whatever medal we got, and come home with it. So obviously, you mentioned obviously you've not really competed much as a purple belt in regards to what you've done as a blue belt, because as a blue belt, I mean, you were definitely probably one of the kind of what I would say is one of the most highly decorated guys as a blue belt in regards to competitions, the amount you'd done. So obviously purple belt, I mean, what are you, obviously you're enjoying being a purple belt, you're doing your coaching, you've got your classes and things like that. But what are you looking to do next in regards to competitions?
Well, it's funny you say that. Like, say, I was just speaking to him and just asked him if there's any matches for me. And he mentioned Craig Guthrie's name. Now, Craig's this absolute badass from Aberdeen Combat Centre. He's like a silverback. He looks like a silverback. He's a big, mean-looking guy. Very nice guy as well. I've actually refereed a few of his matches, and he's like the worst possible matchup for me. And when Meat mentioned his name, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do it. Because in my opinion, I've got to the point where I need to face up or face off against things that intimidate me or scare me and stuff. So I think facing a guy like Guthrie will be very good for me, my own personal development, win, lose or draw. I am going in there to win. Obviously he is as well. It'll be a real pleasure to face him in SGI. I've had nothing but I've had nothing but a positive experience with the guy. He's always been very nice to me, so it'll be great to face him.
You tend to find that. I mean, in jiu-jitsu, I mean, there's a lot of we know there's a lot of nice guys, that you would never expect them to be a nice guy, but then obviously you meet them and it turns out they're absolutely sound, which is kind of one of the good things about MMA, not MMA, sorry, good things about jiu-jitsu. Is it kind of brings it, and I know that in Scotland as well. I mean, like when we went to, like I said, the Europeans. I mean, the first time we were there, we met Cogsy, and Cogsy were chatting away. And, I mean, Cogsy's absolutely, definitely one of the kind of nicest guys I've met in jiu-jitsu. And we met him, and he's over there. He's how you doing? Blah blah blah. And obviously there was me and Thomas, Peter, Marco Lazuri. Marcos came over as well, so and then I think Kieran Brown from MMBJJ was there as well, so we kind of met Cogsy, met a few other guys from Scotland, and it was that Scottish thing. You were like, even though you're from the Grip House, we're from Marcus Nardini, because we're from Scotland, we want each other to do well, certainly at the big competitions, because we want our name out there. So yeah, it's good. Obviously, you've got a possible match coming up with Craig Guthrie. Now, what about for you in regards to what do you see, or what's your vision for the future with either yourself or Checkmat Edinburgh?
Well, Checkmat Edinburgh. In terms of Checkmat Edinburgh. I'm spoiled a wee bit, because now I've got a place where I can train. I've got guys who are better than me, so I need to stretch myself. I need to look for ways to improve so that I can somehow catch up a wee bit. There's another thing as well that I'm doing right now, which is I train at the Grip House as well. I've got a membership there as well, which is allowing me to go out of my comfort zone. And go and train elsewhere, where I'm regularly taught by Gary Christie, and I'm taught by Paul McVeigh, two totally different styles of teaching. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm getting to roll with other higher belts and stuff, which is really good for my development. So in terms of Checkmat Edinburgh, in terms of vision, etc. I'm happy the way it's going. Slow and steady. We're not in any hurry to grow and explode. Dave's got that under wraps. He's overseeing it really well. Dave Bean, sorry. Me, Dave, and Nikki, who does all the admin work, etc. We've got a plan in place, and the future is really bright for Checkmat Edinburgh. And in terms of personal development, I'm just going with the flow. It's training, and that's it. That's all. From my perspective, that's all you can do. You can make all the plans you want to make, but you always encounter banana skins on the way and stuff, and and they don't, they may not get realized, etc. But I'm more comfortable with going with the flow and seeing what happens, etc.
I mean, that's the good part about the journey, I suppose, is it? I mean, you never know what's around the corner. And that's why, I mean, if it was an easy journey, everybody would be doing it. So,
Exactly.
So definitely never know what's around the corner. And then obviously with Yusuf, I know you mentioned Yusuf as well. How often do you get to see Yusuf? How often does he come up and visit you guys?
Normally it's about at least 4 times a year. So we see him. And
because obviously I know Yusuf. I know Yusuf. Obviously, for obviously the guys that don't know Yusuf Nabi, I mean Yusuf Nabi runs Elements Jiu-Jitsu down in Brighton.
Checkmat Brighton.
Right? So Checkmat Brighton. So obviously Yusuf, he's got quite a successful gym down there. Yusuf also trains at Fight Zone under Marco Cana. And Yusuf's a competitor as well. So Yusuf's always out on the road.
Very active.
So he's kind of, again, one of the kind of more active black belts in the UK. So you kind of see, I mean, the last time I seen Yusuf, he was up at the Scottish, the UK BJJ Scottish event they put on. He had that massive win, that big win against Gary Christie.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I'll be very frank. Whoever asked me, I said this to you as well. Whoever asked me, who do you think's got this? And I was like, look, a good big man always beats a good wee man. So I actually said Gary was going to win. I don't know who I said this to, but I said Gary's going to win.
Even when I was standing looking, obviously I know Gary Christie, obviously through various competitions and things like that, and Gary, Gary's a beast. Do you know what I mean? So, and then obviously Yusuf, we know Yusuf, but Yusuf's obviously a lot smaller than Gary. And when you looked, it was like a David versus Goliath match.
I was like, what's going to happen? Because the thing with Gary is, like, please correct me if I'm wrong, if I'm talking nonsense. Gary, I believe, triangled Chico Mendes in a IBJJF competition, which is not a joke. And so that's he's lethal, and he's all the time he's studying and growing and stuff. In terms of BJJ. So I did, being very honest, I did have my money on Gary, and I said that to Yusuf afterwards, and Yusuf was like, "You're a dick." But I was just being honest.
But no, I mean, he did well. Yusuf in that. I think, what did he end up? Was it silver or bronze? He ended up with.
It was a silver. There was a silver in the absolute category and a gold in his own category, I believe. So it was good. It was a really, really good event for him.
Yeah, so obviously Yusuf comes up about 4 times a year. Obviously sees you guys. Obviously does these seminars and things like that with you guys. So obviously you've known Yusuf for, you mentioned this earlier, for many years. So do you get down to Brighton much? Have you been down? It is Brighton, it is in Brighton.
It's lovely. It's really, really nice. Really, really nice. Brighton's a beautiful place. It feels as if you've entered another dimension or something. You're in Europe or something like that. Although it's in mainland UK, you're away to Spain or something. It's crazy. I went there about 3 years ago, and it's like they say. Again, I don't want to offend anyone, but they say the more south you go, the colder people get, or people change. They're not very warm. And the more north you go, especially in Scotland, everybody's very friendly and nice, etc. But when you go beyond London to Brighton, people are very friendly. They're very friendly. London, obviously, I don't want to say too much. I don't want to offend anyone, but in London, people seem to be getting on with their own stuff, so they're not very. They don't like to give you their time. As much as, like, say, people in Scotland. But in regards to Brighton, people are really nice, really friendly. The gym there is very nice. Yusuf has a lovely gym there. Great team, really busy. Lots of higher belts there as well.
No, cool. So obviously for you guys, I mean, Checkmat Edinburgh. If anybody's looking to get into jiu-jitsu in Edinburgh, so and they're looking, they're searching, how do they find you guys? So how do they find you on whether it be social media, the internet, and things like that?
The easiest thing to do is just go just key in Checkmat Edinburgh on your search engine in Facebook, and boom, our page pops up. All the updates are there, etc. Nikki handles the page. She's the admin. If you have any query, you know, send a message over to the
yeah.
page, and we'll answer that query. In terms of class times, we're still a very young gym. We've only been around for 2 years.
Yeah.
So our class times are Tuesday, Thursday, 8 till 10. Saturday, I believe it's 12 till 2. Sunday, it's 1 till 2 for kids, and then 2:15 till 4:15 for adults. So we are covering different things, but you know, we're still relatively new. So we are growing. And Dav, I want to also add that Dav, he runs the kids program, and he runs the strength and conditioning session, where he does a fundamentals class, and he does a mixed levels class as well. So you know, Dav's doing quite a bit.
Yeah, I've seen the Dav. I mean, I've seen you guys started was it a few weeks ago, a couple of weeks ago, the strength and conditioning. So and obviously I've seen the Dav pictures. Dav's been putting pictures on. I think it was today or yesterday. Just a before and after picture, only after a few weeks, and you're just seeing the difference in Dav. Because obviously you guys are based in an actual gym in Edinburgh, so you've got an actual gym there as well. So
Exercise for Less. So we're inside the Exercise for Less branch in West Edinburgh, West Rails, and we use a hall in there to offer our classes. It's great. It's very convenient. It's nice and easy for us. You know, for the time being, it's getting the job done. But yeah, like in the future, you know, I do believe, I genuinely do believe, based on Dad's projection as well, that we you know, within a year or two, we will have our own place. But you know, again, there's no hurry. There's no point of speeding things up. Why fix something that's not broke? That's what I think.
Definitely. You guys are known as well for. You guys are known as well for a lot of people coming through for seminars and things like that. I mean, I think I've been to one. I think I came to the Sergei Greco seminar. You guys have had a number of people come through. I mean, some quite high level guys as well. So what have you got? Anything planned in the near future for a seminar at all?
Maybe we're thinking about doing a seminar with Yusuf. In the future, definitely. And other than that, you know, we'll wait and see. We've had, obviously, as you just said, in terms of high level people, we've had Marco Cana. We've had.
You guys had Craig Jones. You had Craig Jones coming as well,
Absolutely awesome guy, by the way, Craig Jones. Absolutely cool guy. You know, like, just chilled out. It was a pleasure being taught by him. You know, and so we had Tiago Ferreira. You know, love that guy. Awesome guy.
Black belt.
We had Andy. Black belt. Andy Burns. Really cool guy. So we were trying to get Craig McIntosh up, but due to you know, issues with the weather and stuff, that never happened. But
because he's doing the necktie seminars at the moment. So apparently they're good. I mean, I've not been, but obviously people that have been talking about it, and they're like, absolutely fantastic. So
let me sell the necktie seminar to you. So Jamie Harvey, right? You've seen him. He's a really stocky guy. He doesn't have long arms. Never tried a dart or a necktie in his life. He went to the necktie workshop or seminar last week. Today he caught me with a necktie. I'm like, where the hell did that come from?
So you're like, so you're saying to yourself, thanks, Mop. So
well, it just means whatever he's doing.
Whatever he's doing, it works. I mean, a lot of the guys.
Applicable.
I mean, the guys that I've spoke to, guys have said, you know what, that we've been to that seminar, and the seminar was absolutely fantastic. And it was guys, as you said, guys who'd never attempted to do it before because they either couldn't, arms weren't long enough, or whatever reason, and then suddenly these guys are pulling off what Mop had showed them. So it's a good thing. So obviously Mop's doing a fantastic thing by. I think he's done one. Has he done one so far? But he's talking about doing another one.
Yeah. He should be doing more of those. Like obviously Jamie's a testimonial.
Yeah.
Mop's a all-round very, very nice guy, very humble guy.
Yeah.
I believe he's doing like a starathon for got a string.
Yeah.
But he's string to do as well. That's really, really nice of him to do that.
Yeah, hope it goes well with that for him. So
it will.
No, so in summary, Madge, anything that you want the listeners to know about you that they don't already know?
No, just like anyone else, just trying to get better.
Yeah.
Just want to learn, and that's it. Yeah, just talk to me. Yeah, like I'm more than happy to socialize, engage, and stuff. Yeah, life's too short.
Yeah. Well, obviously for the listeners, I mean, Madge is probably one of the most approachable guys in jiu-jitsu. I mean, you'll see Madge at competitions. He does the security at SGI. Madge, I mean, when I first met you, you were at university. You were doing obviously your degree at university. You were also working. You would do university. You would come to jiu-jitsu at GB.
Yeah.
Then you would go and work at Sky. You were working at Sky TV over in was it Uddingston or Livingston?
Livingston. Yeah.
And then at the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, you would be working on the doors. So you were the busiest guy. I mean, I have no idea how you fitted in jiu-jitsu. Still no idea to this day how you managed to fit in jiu-jitsu. But yeah, definitely one of the most approachable guys. And I mean, Madge is always on hand. I mean, anybody that wants to talk about jiu-jitsu or anything like that, I mean, Madge will stand and speak to you for hours about jiu-jitsu. So yeah, if you see Madge in a competition, say hello. Don't be shy to say hello to him. So no, that's us, man.
I just want to add something. Don't let my nose put you off. It's a pointy nose. So just approach me and I'll be more than happy. I can talk for Scotland, so I'll be more than happy to engage in a conversation. So yeah,
brilliant. So listen, Madge, thanks for obviously taking the time to speak to me today.
It's my pleasure, bro.
Obviously, hopefully the guys, it gives them an insight into, obviously you, gives them an insight into Checkmat Edinburgh. Anybody that is visiting Edinburgh, I mean, definitely hit up Madge and the guys at Checkmat Edinburgh. I mean, anybody that wants a good role, definitely hit them guys up. Dave Bain, Jamie and Madge, and obviously Dave Adams when he comes, he's coming through as well. So listen, thanks again, Majid.
Thank you for having me on.
All right, sir.
And I'll speak to you soon.
Speak to you soon. Thank you again.
Take care.
So yeah, guys, that was Majid out of Checkmat Edinburgh. Obviously running a successful gym over there with some successful guys coming up through the ranks in the gym. So yeah, it was good hearing obviously Majid's story, Majid's journey from the beginning to now, and obviously the future plans for Madge. So we'll definitely see more of Madge in the future and hear more of Madge, I'm sure. So obviously next episode we're going to have on Drew Sullivan. Drew Sullivan's a purple belt under Roger Gracie, very successful purple belt under Roger Gracie. I mean, Drew's won a lot of kind of major competitions throughout, obviously the UK and further afield, Euros and things like that. So recently, not long since, got his purple belt. I think he's had it for, I think he got it about a year ago. So he's been about a year as a purple belt. So we're going to hear some information from him. So guys, thanks for listening. We'll see you on the next one.